Hi there, it's Lisa Spangler here with a video for Ellen Hutson. In this video, I'll be sharing tips and tricks for making a set of clean and simple cards that's perfect for giving. I'll be using the newly released Everyday Doodles stamps and dies, and then the coordinating Everyday Punnies set. These stamps just cracked me up. I was giggling the whole time I was working on these cards. So the first thing that I did was pull out some colors that I thought I was going to use. These are all different colors by Catherine Pooler, and I just have to say that these inks just rock, you all. So now for my first trick. The Everyday Doodle set comes with both solid and outline stamps that you can layer together to make the final image. Now normally I like to stamp the outline stamp first and then put the solid stamp inside of it so I can make sure it lines up. But these stamps are designed to be offset just a little bit, so I found with working on them that I prefer, in this case, to stamp the solid stamp first and then go ahead and stamp the outline over top. Now that all the images are stamped, it's on to my next trick, and that is to go ahead and stamp a bunch of these all at once, even if you think you're not going to use them all, and then go ahead and die cut them all out. I like to die cut them out all at once too. When I first caught on that you could die cut a whole bunch of things at once, it kind of blew my mind. But anyhow, I like to go ahead and die cut these, and then any of the pieces that I end up not using, I just go ahead and slip them back inside the package that the dies come in. That's why I always have some on hand for a quick card. My next trick is for using long border stamps such as the new painted lines. And for this trick, I'm using some pieces of the magnet that I use with my MISTI to make a little gap so that I can put the stamp over the edge of the card when I stamp it. If you don't have a rectangular magnet like this, then just stack some strips of cardstock together. But it's great because now you can go ahead and stamp a bunch of these at once. So now that the base cards are all done, it's time to go ahead and stamp the sentiments from the Everyday Punnies set. These just totally crack me up, you all. Then to add a little bit of interest, I got those dies back out and I decided to die cut a window for the image to sit behind. So here they all are. And then next I'm going to add some of these super cute, teeny tiny little Essentials by Ellen mini hearts to them. I just love these, you all. They are just so fun. They can be a little hard to work with though, and that's where this jewel picker and this on-point glue comes in. I'll show you what I mean here in a little bit, but both of these two, the jewel picker and the on-point glue, have both been lifesavers. Huge shout out to Julie Eversole for talking about these. So here is that jewel picker, and it has two ends to it. It has this bigger end, and then it has a smaller end that's perfect for these little teeny tiny things. And you can just pick them up and then position them on your project. Just like that. Here they are, all positioned on the card. I'm going for like a little butterfly trail. And now it's time to glue them down. So this is that on-point glue I was telling you about. And as you can see, it has a super fine point that's perfect for these little tiny sequins. So then you can just make a little dot of glue and then pop the little tiny heart right in place. And here you go. I just wanted to open up the card so that you can see. I just think this is so fun, and it adds just a little touch to the clean and simple card. Then when you're all done, the on-point glue has this genius lid with a pin inside of it so that when you put the cap on, it totally won't clog up and dry out. I love that. So last but not least, I wanted to show you my little trick for adding glitter glue. I sped this part up, so that's why it's going a little bit faster. But I like to squeeze some out on a piece of scrap paper, and then I use a cheapy old brush to apply the glitter. And I found that this way you don't get like globs of glitter everywhere and it dries a lot faster. And just having these little touches of glitter here and there just like kind of brings the card all together and just adds that little something. So to finish off the cards and to turn them into a set ready for gift giving, I made some little bands to wrap around the note cards out of a simple piece of copy paper that I stamped with the everyday doodles, and then I wrapped that around some envelopes and some cards and then tied them up with string. Before I go, I thought I'd walk through a closer look at each card. Here's that apple that like totally cracks me, and the ice cream. And then this cactus. I love this cactus, you all. And last but not least, that butterfly. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.